Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. Now, what I have in my hand is Earth 1, Volume 1 of Green Lantern. The embargo lifts today, so I can finally talk about it. The comic itself isn't out, or really, graphic novel isn't out until the next week, March 14th, and then in bookstores on March 20th. So, get this a little bit early, and I have to say, you're going to want to go call your comic book shops now to go get your copy. So, this is by Gabriel Hardman and Corinna Bechko and Jordan Boyd. They've done some amazing work together, and I highly recommend pretty much everything that they've written. They do amazing sci-fi, which really fits because this is Green Lantern. So this hardback book is $24.99. And it's a complete new, different take on Hal Jordan. Obviously, for those who don't know the Earth 1 series, they're basically a series of graphic novels, hardback books, and take place on Earth 1 as opposed to, you know, the Earth Prime or whatever, Earth 0 or Earth, yeah, the main Earth of the DC universe. So this is out of continuity from like the monthly comics. However, there is this Earth 1 universe that's kind of being built, and it's been really fascinating because of that. Now, this one, you do not need to read anything else that has come before. This is by itself. You're good to go. All the Earth 1 books are like that. You really don't need to read all the rest. You know, it kind of paints a very interesting picture if you do, but you're good to go. What's also really interesting in this is, if you're a fan of Green Lantern, maybe kind of like the concepts, but not actually what's come out, this is a whole new take on the character, and it is a fascinating one. Very different than what we've seen. This takes place in a kind of a dystopian future, very kind of like 1984-ish, and Hal Jordan is an astronaut doing mining. Obviously comes across the ring. Things are totally different. There's a lot of things that are familiar in the Green Lantern world, but are completely twisted and worked around. So basically, this is just, you know, kind of a remix of the Green Lantern mythos. It's really, really cool, and it's hard to go into and say why I loved this graphic novel without spoiling everything. The bad guy are the Manhunters. There's how things come about are a little bit twisted than what we've seen before. But this is like, you know, Green Lantern, the beginning. We see kind of the formation of this new corps. You know, Hal Jordan, I wouldn't say leading the charge, but he is the main character by which we kind of are introduced to this world, which is really cool. And then the ending leaves open so much. I can't wait for Volume 2. While Volume 1 is solid, I love Volume 2. You know, loved the concepts that are setting up for Volume 2. Like what's being hinted at seems so cool. What's really solid also is that Hardman and Bechko, they do some amazing work in their books in that they layer it really well with the themes underneath. If you've read Invisible Republic is one of their series, it's basically about this journalist going to kind of piece together the truth behind this revolution on a planet. And just, it's an amazing read. You should absolutely go pick it up if you haven't. And underneath, you know, it's talking about like fascism and revolution and icons and how we build those sort of things. And here too, there's this underlying hint at fascism and kind of controlling stakes and maybe not everything is as altruistic as it can be. And if you really think about it, in the how Green Lanterns are, you know, the Guardians of the Galaxy don't, like, really kind of are pretty questionable in their tactics. You know, these are an alien race who's decided that it is their job to help police the galaxy. It's pretty jacked up if you really think about it. You know, these it's not like there's been some social contract where everyone's like, yep, sign us up for your Green Lantern Corps. So that sort of stuff is kind of explored here. That really weird, conservative, fascistic undertone of the Green Lantern concept. That's what's kind of dived into here, and I really dig it because of that. It's not front and center. I mean, this is a straight up more action-packed Flash Gordon type of story. There's just these underlying themes about them that are really solid. So for that, absolutely love this. And not everything's perfect. I'll admit there's some bumpiness here and there about the story itself, but you know, I'm overlooking it because the package as a whole is really good. So it's not perfect, but it's really solid. This is a great introduction. You can see from the art, the art is, I think, fantastic. It really has this kind of like aliens-ish tone about it. I love the style. We've seen the style from these two and pretty much everything that they've done. So highly recommend this. As I say, it's out in comic book shops March 14th. It's in bookstores March 20th. But go get it in your comic shop first and foremost. So if you don't know if there's a shop near you, you can go check out a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code, it'll tell you if a shop's near you. If you have a shop near you, go pre-order it, go get it from them, support your local shop. If you do not have a shop near you, we've got some links beneath this video. There are affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of that. But by doing that, you help support our site. Speaking of support, I want to thank DC's hooked us up with this copy for a review. As always, thank you so much for that. And we also like to be transparent to say what we've gotten for free so you can decide how full of it I am. As always, thank you for watching and supporting us and watching these videos and commenting and being part of our community. Thanks so much for that as well. Now, if you're into Earth 1, if you're into graphic novels, comic books, DC Comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. We got news, reviews, interviews, previews, so much every hour, every day at our site. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.